It had been a mere few weeks since the children of Israel had been rescued from the hand of Pharaoh. You might remember that story. The crossing of the Red Sea, the 10 plagues, God saving his people with a mighty hand. It was kind of a big deal. But you would never know it looking at the children of Israel this day. Just a few weeks later, and they are a little hungry. You would think they were in the middle of the Red Sea with the waters crashing down upon them at that very moment. Oh, would that you have left us in Egypt to die. Because you have brought us out into this wilderness, you might as well kill us. I remember what it was like in Egypt. You remember the flesh pots? What a strange expression, don't you think? In their memory, which only took a few weeks to kind of solidify, they had forgotten everything that God had done for them, his dear children. The plagues, the Red Sea, all of it gone because they're hungry. Their desires have gotten the best of them. And so the text says that they grumbled. If you were to count the text, I think that word grumble appears, I don't know, 8 times, 10 times. We get a lot of grumbling in just a few short verses. It would be very easy to imagine in this story God saying, fine, if that's what you want, back to Egypt you go. I don't need your grumbling. That may be what we would do. That is what we do when others complain. And yet, God does not act like you and me. Rather than acting out in their complaining, God instead shows mercy. An incredible abundance of mercy. He shows them the manna which comes down from heaven, and the quail, which they will catch by virtually reaching out their hand in the evening. In this way, God gives us a picture of how everything that we have and receive as God's children come to us as a gift from God. You can almost hear echoes of "give us this day our daily bread" kind of coming from that story. But what's more, this episode from Exodus, as St. Paul tells us in Corinthians, points us to Jesus Christ, who is the true bread from heaven, the living bread from heaven. So from this manna, which their fathers ate in the wilderness and died, from this manna, the lesser which God gave them, comes the greater, the manna, the life that has no end. For Jesus himself says, I am the true bread which comes down from heaven. Your fathers ate manna in the wilderness and died. He who eats of my flesh and drinks of my blood will never die. It's kind of an amazing picture. But it is a picture that can only be seen with the eyes of faith. For faith looks at mere bread and wine on the altar and says, this is my Lord's body and blood, because he has promised it is so. His word is true. Faith looks with those ears and hears the promises which only God can declare. And because God will do that greater thing and give to you and me eternal life, a life that has no end, will he not also take care of you in those day-to-day things? Wondering how you're going to pay for your taxes, what's going to come up next, what disaster is going to befall you. Christ our Lord invites us this night to rejoice that God has given you his Son, the true bread from heaven. And in giving you his Son, he gives you eyes to see how everything that you receive in your life is a gift given from him. And that we are to receive all these things in thanksgiving. Even if occasionally we may go a little hungry, it's okay. God will provide for what we